All right. Hey, how are you doing?
Good.
So, guys, we've got Malek the Tormentor here. Let's say hi to some people who have commented so far. Hey, Artemis. Um, I don't know if that's Joan or Joanne, but hello. Hello, Frank. Hi, self. So guys, make sure to share out, like, share, follow, smash that bell, all that fun stuff. So yeah, let's go. Hey, Calvin. Hey. So let's start with how was your haunt season, man?
It was absolutely amazing. I started out at the Amelia Fright Fest in Virginia, and had a great time out there. All of those people out there are absolutely amazing. They all work really hard to put on a good haunt for the people out there.
I love that.
And they put on an amazing show. They got some absolutely um what's the phrasing I want to put here? Uh, let's see here. Terrifying um, things that they build. They literally build it themselves,
Oh, that's rad.
and it's just terrifying. But utterly amazing show going out there, having a blast. And then I went out to Woods of Terror in Greensboro, North Carolina, and that's where I spent the rest of my haunt season, and it kind of just blew my socks off. They're amazing too, and they do all their own work too, and they have some actors out there that just uh, creeped me out myself. Like,
I love that.
yeah, and I'm a demon, so like,
I mean, I got to visit a few that actually scared me this year, which was fun. Like, I actually got the jump scare, which I that never happens. So I was super excited about that. I've been trying to get out towards Woods of Terror for a while,
you
and
definitely should. Um, their Michael Myers is on a whole nother level. Shout out to Michael. Um, but that guy, he is on a whole nother level. He he will literally just when he is in his role, there's nothing else. There's literally nothing else.
That's awesome.
You never see him talk. If he's gonna eat something, he literally takes his plate and just disappears. And then you just see him come back with an empty plate and he throws it away. And it's like, what? And I mean, he just disappears so quickly. And then you're like, hey, where'd Michael go? What?
Like the
How'd
real
you get
thing?
over there? Like,
What the
he's
hell?
really good at what he does. I
I
mean, they
love
all are, but Michael, man, he was amazing. I loved goofing around with him. Um, so that was a lot of fun. All of them out there. Um, the Woods of Terror band, they're amazing. Crypt Kicker, that's the name of the band. They put on a great show. So if you ever get a chance to see them, you definitely should.
I've got to
Um,
see them, on video only
oh
a few
yeah,
times, yeah, and, they're rad, like, I was
yeah.
super impressed.
It's a lot of fun being out there with them. Oh man, those guys they treat you so well out there, and then they just make you feel like you belong there from the beginning. Like initially when I went out there, I went out as a customer, but I was in full gear. They thought I was one of them. They
That's
thought I
awesome.
was one of their actors. So that was an interesting night, and then I was invited to come back. So I did.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry. I was like, hell yeah. So Kisa says that Woods of Terror is on her haunt bucket list. And then I have Frank in here asking me if I got all my woman in done. What? I cooked earlier. Doesn't that count? Joanne, I believe. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Woods is amazing. The best haunt I've ever been to. That's awesome.
Yeah. Woods is absolutely awesome.
Kisa says she'd like to meet Bone Daddy.
Bone Daddy. Oh, now that guy. He makes me feel short, and I'm 6'2". Like he's tall, he's intimidating, but he is a very kind and sweet individual. And listening to him sing is it's amazing. I absolutely love Bone Daddy. Shout out to Bone Daddy. Yeah.
Everyone in here saying he's amazing. He's awesome.
Yeah.
I says Bone Daddy is amazing.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a really funny guy too. Yeah.
When do I ever have anybody behave, Vice? Like seriously, who behaves? What? I don't even know what that means.
Fun in that,
right? So, this was your first year at Woods of Terror, and you were at another one this year that you said it was called Amelia's.
The Amelia Fright Fest. Yeah, they're like I said, they're really good too.
Nice.
Yeah, they put on a really good haunt. So if you're in like the Virginia area or the surrounding states and you want a good haunt, definitely go check out the Amelia Fright Fest.
Awesome. Yeah, one of these times I'll get back out to the East Coast for a while during that time. I mean, we mostly have the big ones, and they're starting to get smaller ones out here, and it's great. Because, I mean, the other ones that we normally have are like Knott's and Universal and Six Flags and the Haunted Hayride, and they're fun, but it's not the same as some of the smaller haunts or the ones that are just dedicated to being a haunt.
Yeah, and see that's you know, that's what's so good about some of these haunts. Like all right, so the Amelia Fright Fest, for example, I had a lot of fun going out there. And when you get there, you wouldn't think that they're as good as they are. And then you go through and you're like, oh man, that was intense. That was amazing. And it's so good. Those people put in a lot of work and a lot of time and effort to put on a good show for everybody. They really do.
I love that. I mean, every year I hear about some new ones that I haven't heard about. And it makes me way more proud to be part of this community, but also super jealous. Because I would love to be at those places too.
Yeah, and now, I had the privilege and to be able to work with the Amelia Fright Fest for a couple of years. And it was amazing being a part of that.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah.
So Till just jumped in. Hey.
Hey, what's up?
So, where did you get your start was it originally as Malek, or were there other characters that led up to Malek?
So I don't know if you can pull up the picture or not,
Yes, I
but
can.
I originally started, yeah, as the Joker.
Nice.
Um, and I used to do Comic Con about 12 years ago,
That's rad.
and that's originally where I kind of got my start. And then in that picture there, I was doing Joker for the Amelia Fright Fest, and their makeup artist took my vision of him to a whole nother level. Like those little scars you saw where I was holding the knife,
They look deep. Like
those
they look
pockets
good.
are all right. So those pockets right there are so deep, and that blade. What I did is I just stuck some tape along the edge of the blade, and I would feel those scars of blood and fling blood at people with the knife, making it look like I was cutting my face, and people freaked. It was awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, with this, with Malik.
Ah, kids, don't try that at home. Just saying.
Yeah, guys, don't do that at home. I know the guy doing the interview. I worked with him last year.
Yeah, I'm a professional haunt actor. I've done a lot of craziness, so
Meh,
don't try that at home.
meh to you too, Scorn.
Go on. What's up, buddy? I love you.
So with Malik, oh crap, we got another fucking Kyler Steppington. I'm sorry I'm late. My stepdad Terry had me get him a pack of smokes and a super sick case of BBC Mountain Dew Blast. So he could proceed to make loud sex to my mom.
Oh, lovely. Yeah.
And he
Thanks.
has emotional scars, apparently. Scares. You have emotional scares? I'd be scared too. Hello,
Yeah.
Betty. I see there's a Betty in here. So with Malik, I'm sure some people can see the inspiration for it, but
Yeah, so definitely.
let's talk about that. I mean, that's a hard one. It really is.
It is. So I'm a drop character here for a moment. It's not something I ever do. But just out of respect for the man,
Mhm.
Bray Wyatt, Wyndham Rotunda. Um, I loved him so much, and I took a lot of inspiration for this character from him. I had planned on doing something similar
Mhm.
to this, but then when he passed away, I was like, "Oh, I've just got to make my own."
Oh,
And
hi. You
what
dropped off
happened?
and came back. I don't know what happened.
I don't know. But as I was saying, I just had to make my own version of that character, and but then I also get a lot of people that think I'm Corey Taylor. Um,
Are some people be
because
dragged?
I'll get to why about that here in a moment, but um, back to Bray Wyatt, aka Wyndham Rotunda. He was an inspiration and he was loved worldwide. Um,
We both
and
cried when he
so
died.
yeah, I did too. I did too. Like mentally, I was messed up there for a few days. It
Oh yeah.
like it shocked me, and it just kind of mentally.
Uh-oh. I don't know why
Yep.
it keeps doing that.
See, he's here with us. He's
He's
here
all
with us, people.
yeah,
He is here with us. But this was my way of honoring him, and
I'm
I
sure he
guess
loved it too.
continue like to keep the legacy and the memory of the Fiend alive. So I altered it a little bit.
Yeah.
Came up with I didn't want to do his clothes and his hair. I
Yeah.
did a version of his hair, but mine is longer and it's black and red and striped, and so I took inspiration from different parts and just mingled them together and twisted them. And the hardest part about it was coming up with a name
Oh yeah.
that was creepy, scary, but was not his, you know.
Oh, definitely.
And so I rattled my brain for months and months and months, and it just one day it just hit me. Um, I was talking to a friend out at Woods of Terror, in fact. Um, Jason R. Smith Mind. He is an amazing magician. He does some incredible magic. So if anybody ever gets a chance to see some of his videos and stuff, he's on YouTube. He's all over the place. That's Jason R. Smith Mind. Um,
Nice.
and he's utterly amazing. But we were just going over some names and whatnot, and we came up with the name, and I was like, I love it. I just love it. And just everything after that just kind of fell in place. But yeah, it it was amazing to get be able to have people recognize the mask and the character, and they just wanted to be a part of it and just have a little piece of him in a photo to take home with them. And I was so happy to be able to do that for them.
That's rad. That's
you
absolutely
know
rad.
and then for those people out there that think I'm Corey Taylor, I'm not.
You're like, I'm fucking not.
just because just because Crypt Kicker is cool and they would let me sing a song with them doesn't mean anything. But yeah,
So
because I would get up there on stage periodically and sing a song or two with the band and just having a blast, just having some fun.
nice. Till
Um,
says that you guys worked Midway
yeah,
and you stole customers' hats and put on other ones.
yeah, yeah. So like, uh, I think one of our guys, we had like a mountain of hats on this dude's head. He had like 8 hats stacked up on him. And we just took all the hats and just started putting them on random people, and
That
we were having fun, and people liked it. I mean, there was a couple people that didn't, but
he says that your chair didn't work on him. What?
yeah, yeah. So there was an electrified chair.
Oh, fuck those. Fuck those.
Yeah, it didn't work on me.
They always shock me in the butthole. And
Well, you can't shock a demon.
Frank, hey, is that Corey Taylor? Hey, that guy from Slipknot stole my hat. Kidding. Frank also said the Blacklight match with LA Knight and Bray Wyatt was fucking cool.
It really was. I really enjoyed that match. I've watched it several times. Because I really wanted to break down what that character was that he was
Mhm.
trying to introduce at the end of the match. Like, was that going to be like a reinvented version of the Fiend, or was it going to be a whole new demon, another side of himself? Because of Wyatt 6. We
Well,
all saw it before he came back. Everybody,
yeah.
he was putting in everything. Wyatt 6, Wyatt 6. And every time he reinvented himself, he put a new number. Wyatt 1, 2, all the way through 6. And I mean, I was so curious about it. I really was.
I was pretty stoked to see Uncle Howdy come out.
Yeah, that was cool. You know who Uncle Howdy is, right?
I knew. I did actually know. I
It
don't
was Bray
remember.
Wyatt's brother.
Is that okay? I vaguely remembered that because they were introducing him And I know that they said that they're still paying his brother.
Oh, well, hey, he deserves it.
Oh yeah, and that's what they said. He deserves
I'm,
it.
I'm gonna tell you, Bo Dallas. Um, that was his name before.
Yes. Okay.
Dude, if you ever really watch any of his serious matches, he's a great wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
And he just never got, the light that he deserved.
Well,
So
it's weird.
shout out to Bray and his family. I hope y'all are doing well. Shout out to Bo Dallas.
Yes. Absolutely. I was really excited to see where he was going to go with that. And then of course that blackout, the black light when he takes everything off and then he leans back and they turn the lights off and put the black light on. That was one of the coolest things I've ever freaking seen.
Yeah, I know. It was awesome.
And all those little yellow things that were falling out of everything that they threw each other into. It was a good match.
It
And
was.
I
And
was
I'm gonna
looking
tell
forward
you,
to more.
props to LA Knight. He
He's a
is really a megastar. Just like he said, I like his music is amazing. His persona is amazing. Um, and I like watching him wrestle. Like, even if he's wrestling someone I don't like, I'll watch the match just because he's in it.
Oh, absolutely. And it's nice as somebody from LA to have somebody from LA again, like someone that we could cheer on, even though obviously I already have my favorites. And so him coming in, I just found somebody else I like. And I
Yeah,
definitely want to watch.
yeah,
Um,
definitely.
Frank said they're still paying his brother while he's on leave, and the WWE is giving him all the time that he needs to grieve. Yes.
That's good.
He also
But I
said
do.
he can certainly shock a demon
But
because he's
I tell you, just the rumors on the net and everything, if you want to believe them. Some
uh-huh.
of them are really accurate though. Like, people predicted exactly what would happen with Dominic
Oh,
for almost a year before it happened. People predicted Rey Mysterio and Dominic, and they were like dead accurate. They even knew who was going to be included in it.
I'm saying hi.
Yeah.
um,
So I
yeah,
mean, some of the rumors say that when Bo does come back, he's going to be like kind of continuing the story that Bray left off with.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, I mean, I love the creative factor and the
Right.
creepo factor, and we need more stuff like that in wrestling. I mean,
Well,
because yeah, you got all the big muscles and everything, and people getting thrown around and all the high flyers and stuff. But I'm sorry, that gets boring when it's all you ever see. But when you get people that come in there like Gangrel and the Brood and the
Viking
Undertaker and the
Raiders.
Ministry of Darkness and Bray Wyatt with the Wyatt family and then the Fiend, and just
Mhm.
it makes it so interesting.
There's a wrestler I really like right now, and when I posted him, a lot of people there's a few at least one person that I saw go, "Hey, I know him." And then, other people were like, "Oh my god, he's great." So, The Atrocity Cruel. He's not in
Oh,
WWE, I think he's in
probably like Ring of Honor or something.
IWD or something like that right now.
Oh,
He's
okay.
going across the pond, and he's gonna go do something for a championship. But, this guy's like 7 feet tall. He
Oh,
wears this crazy mask that everyone likes to try to compare him to Bane, but it doesn't look anything like Bane. Um, I saw him go up against Cody Carino when he was at another wrestling group, and they did a no holds barred map. And They were throwing each other around. They were landing on thumbtacks. They were bleeding by the end of it, obviously. He got hit a bunch of times with a fake golf club that had real thumbtacks on it. I mean, it was a great match. But I
Yeah,
would
but
love to
you
see
can't
him.
fake those thumbtacks.
No. And the worst is when they have to push themselves back up.
Yeah.
Oh, like that for me, I'm like, no. I want to see him in WWE. But with all the politics that surround WWE, you may never see
Yeah.
him in there.
Very true. There was a guy that I really liked watching when he was in WWE, Aleister Black.
Yeah.
He was so physical in the ring. Like when he kicked someone in the, like if you go back and look at some of the clips of him doing his blackout spinning back kick, he has knocked people's teeth out. It's awesome.
Not NWA, but New Japan's rad.
Yeah, New Japan's good.
I'm loving that they're bringing some older faces back from Japan. And like then they're also bringing a few over here that I like Asuka. She's rad.
Good, yeah.
She is freaking rad.
What'd you think about Rhea Ripley?
I love her.
Yeah.
I have the biggest crush on her. She is rad.
I think we all do.
I think everybody, I don't think it matters like which way people swing. They all fucking love Rhea Ripley.
Yeah. Rhea's awesome. I followed her
amazing.
career since NXT.
Since she was blonde.
Huh?
Since she was blonde.
Yeah, since she was blonde. Yeah.
Till says, I loved Raven and his flock.
Yes. Right. Oh, yeah. WCW. Now we're getting real old school.
There we go. Oh,
yeah.
Met Raven. Nice.
That's awesome. So when I was younger, I actually got. Huh?
Sean said, now Malachi Black.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And he's in AEW. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was younger, I actually got to meet Kane.
Oh, nice.
At the Richmond Coliseum in Virginia. I was like 16, 17. Me and my friends, we went to the show, and he was actually parked 2 cars down from us.
Okay, that's rad.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, TV does not give that man justice. And this was back when he was in his prime, and I don't take nothing from him now.
He's a big dude.
He was enormous. I mean, his arms were bigger than my legs.
Jesus.
Like, he was massive. And just like he come out and you knew it was him.
This is true.
And he was just the nicest person outside of his persona. He was amazing.
I love him.
I never got to meet The Undertaker. I always wanted to do that.
What?
Hey, here's the hoping,
Yes. I would absolutely love to meet Undertaker. Like Taker has been my favorite since I can remember. So
when I was a kid, my favorites were Sting and The Undertaker.
Yes.
I always wanted to see them in a match together, and it never happened.
Sting is retiring.
I know. He's got that match coming up with Darby Allin, and they say that's going to be his final match. But the whole world has been robbed of Sting versus The Undertaker.
Right? That would be amazing.
That should have happened when Sting was in WWE.
Yes, absolutely.
But they just threw Sting under the bus. Like, whoop. Swept him away like garbage.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I really don't. Oh, by the way, Frank says, I'm just happy they're finally pulling the title from Roman Reigns because of all the top talent coming back. like CM Punk and Randy Orton.
Right. All right. So let's touch on that for a moment.
Yeah.
Love Randy Orton. Okay.
I used to hate CM Punk, but I'm actually gaining an appreciation for him this time around.
All right. So this is how I feel about Punk. Um, I like watching him wrestle. Honestly, I like hearing him on the mic more than I like watching him wrestle. He's a better talker than he is a wrestler.
He's fun to hear talk too. I'm not
Yeah.
here to make any friends. I'm
Oh,
just here to
oh man.
entertain.
I mean, he's like above a John Cena level when it comes to crushing someone on the mic. Like
It's fucking
he
great.
gets yeah. He will crush you on that mic like no other. He's great on the mic with the promos. Um, but and not taking anything away from his in-ring ability. But um, I've never seen a CM Punk match where I just went, "Wow, that was amazing," and I'm still waiting on that. You know what I mean?
I can see that. I just never he was never one of the ones I liked, but I think it had a lot to do with the persona they had him going with, which okay, cool, you're straight edge. I get that. Cool, more respect. But for him to do, I don't drink, I don't smoke, and because of that I'm better than you.
Yeah.
It made me be like,
Yeah, well, exactly, and I mean, because hey, you can be like that, but some of us, we like it.
exactly. And you know what? I do like though that it did give straight edge people somebody that they're
Yeah,
like, "Oh, yeah."
somebody to root for and everything.
Yeah.
And he makes a great heel. He makes a great baby face, either
He can
or.
he could do either.
Um,
I mean,
yeah, he is. He makes a great leader. The Straight Edge Society was cool. I mean,
yeah.
I've always enjoyed watching Punk get into the ring and get on the mic. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Um, so I mean, there's never been a time where I was just like, "Oh, I hate this guy," or "Oh, I love this guy." I was always in between. Like, hey, yeah, okay, cool. And
Yep.
then when he did the pipe bomb, when he dropped that pipe bomb and just did, oh man, I was like, I love this guy.
What do you think about The Rock coming back and making that challenge, like, right out the gate?
Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting. But honestly, see, just the way they're building everything up, I think Roman's just gonna give up the title. I don't think they're gonna make anybody beat him.
It's just so weird that
If you look how they've been doing it, they build it up, making it look like Brock Lesnar was gonna destroy him, and he does every time. He just
Mhm.
annihilates him in the ring, and then he gets 3, 4 other guys on him,
One
and
screw up, yeah.
yeah,
A bunch of other people from the bloodline or
and
whatever.
then they build up Cody Rhodes the same way. They build up Jey Uso the same way. And they did the same thing with McIntyre. I mean, all of these guys that could have gotten legit wins and gotten the title off Roman, they build them up to make us think it's gonna happen. Now, nothing again. We was just talking about LA Knight again a moment
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
Nothing against him, but I knew as soon as he challenged, I was like, dude, they're not giving you that title. You're not that big yet. Sorry.
No. Yeah. I mean, I'm still waiting to see Cody get a title. He damn well better.
Well, he's
Like,
definitely not gonna get it from Roman.
no,
If
I never
anything,
thought
it'd
that he
probably
would.
be he'd get it off Seth Rollins.
I think that's where things are leading.
Yeah. Um,
Um, I definitely I mean, he needs it. They should be giving him a title. He should be getting a title. And I
yeah,
know that
he definitely deserves it.
they did that promo with him and Drew McIntyre. And Cody just like at the end was like, look, the difference between me and you is I enjoy this. And that's why I have a smile. But you just sit there complaining. And so I kind of liked where that went, where it could be a setup for them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that boy better fucking get a title. Like
he needs one. And he needs a major title. But as far as Roman losing, it's gonna, again, I don't see The Rock doing it because The Rock is not a full-time guy.
I've been hearing again rumors that he is going to stick with this for quite a while until, I'm sure until he gets another movie deal or something.
Yeah.
You having fun there? I'll even go old school.
I mean, it would be nice. I wouldn't mind seeing The Rock come back and actually wrestle for a while.
Mm-hmm.
The Rock is another one that's really good on the mic. So
he's great as a heel. He's great as a babyface. Honestly, whichever way he goes, he's charismatic.
Yep.
And so he does rock the mic. Like he'll the thing with him and Jinder Mahal.
Oh, that was great.
That was they have Jinder Mahal coming out talking shit and even says a few things about America to get people riled because he's definitely the heel in this situation. And The Rock comes out and starts doing the national anthem. And that was great. I mean, I know he got. Go ahead.
One of my favorite Rock moments, where he just surprised everybody by coming back, was a couple years ago, with Becky Lynch and Baron Corbin in the ring.
Yeah.
And he's like, here in about 3 seconds, I'm going to say something. And then every time you walk into arena, it's all you're going to hear. And, he's like, you're a super tough dude. STD. STD. And he gets the whole crowd to start chanting it. It was awesome.
What did he do where he got half of the crowd saying one thing? Or who did that recently?
The Rock.
Was The Rock?
He did that to Jinder, yeah.
That's when it was. Thank you. When he got half of the stadium chanting one thing, half of the stadium chanting another thing. They're going back and forth. He can't get them to shut up after a while. That was great.
And once you get them going, that's it. They're not going to stop.
Can we talk about Chucky advice for using? Okay. That's Dead by Daylight stuff. Yes.
Yeah, we can definitely talk about Chucky. I love using Chucky on there.
Before we do that,
so, okay.
I got to go to a quick commercial. It's not even a whole minute long. And when we come back, we're going to start talking about Chucky. We'll be right back. All right. So, what I'm just for that. Well, just for that till I'm gonna be using him a whole lot more. What? No. Oh, you see these tiny little feet running around everywhere, and then all of a sudden he can fucking pick you up. Charles Lee Ray.
Fuck. So I'll tell you, some of the best perks that I have found for using Chucky is the iron grasp one.
I haven't played as Chucky yet.
Oh, dude, it's so much fun. He's so fast. And then there's another perk. I think it's like Sloppy Butcher or something like that, where it recovers really fast after you swing. I can't remember the name of the perk.
You run around the corner, you can't see him, right?
Yeah,
Till said something
Chucky's
about
a lot of fun to play.
Chucky laughing because the grass was probably tickling his balls. I agree.
Hey, and then they got the Tiffany skin, and she has her own dialogue. It's completely separate from Chucky's.
Well, I sure hope so, because I don't think I'd be good hearing Tiffany run around saying some of the shit that he's saying in his voice at that.
Yeah.
Vice said it's the Wraiths perk. I use it too.
Yeah.
See, last time I spent money on that game was because I got Ash Williams. And I ended up getting Ashy Slashy.
Yeah, see, I only use the killers, so
Then his son has a skin. Oh, yeah. That'd be creepy too. It's already creepy enough. Nick motherfucking Cage. Oh yeah, we got Nick Cage.
yeah. That's pretty funny, I think.
We all played as Ash at one point. All of us.
Not me.
Or the best is when we all played as Nick Cage too. 4 people running around as Nick Cage doing a conga line. That's where it's at. And then if somebody gets killed near,
it's like me and you were talking that one day in our text chat. I missed the snowball fights.
I miss the snowman and the snowball fight. I want Wesker's gas hole. There was a gamer tag that said "Want Wesker's asshole," and it has now turned into Wesker's gas hole. All due to a typo. So
yeah, but he's a good killer too, Wesker.
He's fun. I usually play as the hag.
I like using all of them really, but some of my favorites are the Executioner or Pyramid Head from Silent Hill.
Yep.
He's really fun. If you know how to use him, you can torture people in the map. It is so much fun. And then the Oni, I have the Titan skin for the Oni, the armored Titan.
Oh, rad.
Yeah. And so I will literally just run up to people and just stand there and just kind of like dance around and whatnot. And they'll just come up to me and start dancing all around me and everything. And I'll just walk up to a hook and start smacking it. And then they let me hook them. They let me kill them. Like, this was easy. I do it all the time.
For a while that they need to bring Candyman. Yes. Oh my God. I would love to have Candyman as a killer.
Yeah.
He sends out.
That would be sweet.
It would be kind of like, is it the artist that sends out? Who sends out the crows?
I think it's, the artist. I think so. Yeah.
They should do something like that, but with bees.
Yep.
Schizo! Hey! Yes, the artist. Yeah, I mean, that would be cool. That'd be real cool. I would love to see the Candyman. I love the Candyman. Slender Man.
Oh, yeah, that would be good.
That would be a good one for sure.
I'll tell you another one that's really fun is Michael. Michael Myers.
I don't like going up against him.
No. See, again, that's why I only play the killers.
They do need a Five Nights at Freddy character. They really
Ah,
do.
yeah. I'm sure it'll come eventually.
That would be fun, playing as Freddy Fazbear. Or even better if you can get other like skins or whatever, and you could be Foxy or whatever you want to be.
And
You'd be running
that's
around.
probably exactly what they would do. You know, they'd give us the main character with the other skins, and
Mm-hmm. Oh, new movie coming out, Halloween Reborn 2024. Nice. I haven't looked that up yet. Eddie Gluskin for yes, that would be cool. The Nun.
yeah,
Some of these would be really cool. And the Nun, you can actually just do a skin for one of the ones that we already have. I mean, easily. But oh, my brain just stopped again. No, okay, so you always play as the killer.
yeah.
I
I don't like playing the survivor.
I like it
It's
just because
just
I can be
not
a
fun for me.
jackass. I just run around like a jackass half the time. We need a vice character, and for the kill, she could freedom kick them. No. She's gonna throw a claymore across the map.
And just go ahead and put Omni Man in there and call it a day.
Hey, we should. Damn it.
I mean, dude, if anybody here plays Mortal Kombat, dude, Omni Man in Mortal Kombat 1 is, oh my God. I love using him. I hate it fighting him.
I
He
haven't
is brutal.
got to play it yet. I'm super excited to though.
Oh, it is so good.
Is it? I had some random person that I just complimented his like 90s Mortal Kombat shirt. That was a mistake. It happens to me quite a bit. But I was like, "Hey man, cool shirt. Love it. That's fucking old school." And he started telling me how much he didn't like but liked the new game.
Right. I like it.
As a Mortal Kombat fan for so long, he didn't like it, but looking at it the way that it's built, it has great, mechanics.
It does. The mechanics in it, I think, are really good. There's a couple of aspects about it that I would agree are not so good. Like the new cameo they just put in, they gave us Chameleon, and she had the potential to be the best cameo in the game.
Mhm.
But the problem is her switching. It's on a timer. So if
Oh.
you so if there's a certain character that she turns into that you have learned to build a really good combo off of, you can't do that combo until she has switched to that form.
What?
Yes,
Mortal Kombat's kicks ass. Yes.
it does. It does.
I do love
Like,
Mortal
but when I
Kombat.
use Omni Man, I don't even use a cameo at all. Like,
Really?
I'll pick a random one. No, Omni Man, he is OP all by himself.
Nice.
Now, I've seen some people use cameos with him and they do some crazy stuff, but I just think Omni Man by himself is enough. I mean, I destroy people with Omni Man.
The soundtrack is bitchin'. It is.
Yes, it is. And I'm excited for Homelander.
That's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, Homelander's gonna and then we get John Cena in there. Peacemaker.
You guys can't see
So
me now.
that's gonna be really cool. Um
Hey. Hi, Joseph. You're all, hey.
yeah. Ah.
I my brain is stopping again and I'm really sorry. So going back to haunting because my brain is going over there again. You had said that you were probably going to be that you're going to be travel haunting.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of travel haunting, but I'm mainly gonna be out at Woods of Terror again this year. Um, Again, they do so good out there, and it is such a blast to be out there and working with them. It's so much fun,
I love
and
that. I mean,
the the way their midway is set up, it is so easy to terrorize people. Like, people will see me walking towards them, and then I can just disappear and come up behind them. And that
he
see, and that's what I do. Like,
said we start training in March.
yeah, I know. I know, brother. I know. But that's what I do. I just disappear, and then I pop up behind you, and I'll just be sitting there waiting until you turn around. And as soon as you do, it's boom.
Those are the
And
best scares.
I get so many people. So many.
Those are some of the best scares when you're able to like get out of their line of sight and then they're freaking out because they can't see you anymore. And then you could just scare them even more.
Yeah. Like, there'll be people sitting at the picnic tables playing on their phone, and I'll just lay across the table. And then they look up and they're like, "Oh."
That's rad.
It,
I like
it's
that.
so much fun. It's so much fun.
Yes. Yes. So, where did you start haunting? Like what was your first haunt to work at?
Comic Con.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, we did talk about that. But what was like the first was it Amelia's or
Well,
like
outside of Comic Con,
yeah.
once I was done with Comic Con, I started working with the Amelia Fright Fest, and I worked with them for
Uh-oh.
uh, there we go. We're back. I want to say I was out at the Amelia Fright Fest for like 5 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That is awesome. Damn, we talked about everything already. Which
Nah, not
Comic-Con?
really.
Which Comic-Con?
Huh?
Which Comic-Con was it?
Well, I was always doing like their DC stuff.
Okay. I mean, was it
Because
the whole tour
of
that
the
they
Joker
did?
character. Huh?
Was it like the whole tour that they were doing or
Yeah, so I traveled the East Coast tour.
nice.
Yeah.
That I like that. Sorry, responding on there. Um, you said no, we haven't covered everything. What else do you want to say?
Well, so I wanted to talk a little bit more about the the inspiration that a lot of
Yeah.
us haunt actors get from people like Bray Wyatt and
Oh
things
yeah.
like that. And and that's all it is at the end of the day. We're just taking little bits and pieces of inspiration that we get from that to create something great that people, even if it's just a little piece, we're hoping that there's somebody out there be like, hey, I recognize that. That is awesome. I love that you incorporated that. You know, and then it just makes it so much better. And then for me especially, I feel like I achieved something that people can recognize a character, know what it is, and not just, oh, what are you? No, they know. They know.
Exactly.
They see it. They know. They're like, oh, okay, yeah,
You're like, I can tell what you are by looking at you.
yeah,
That's always a
and
huge bonus. I have noticed that a lot of haunt actors do get a lot of inspiration from wrestling. And I don't know if it's just the acting component of it or I know a lot of us really like wrestling. We grew up on it.
yeah, yeah,
Um, and it kind of shaped the direction that we were going with haunt acting and everything like that. And so I've actually seen that it seems to be a lot of us just like it. A lot of us love the acting component and the scary shit that they do. Let's face it, it's not for the faint of heart.
Yeah,
So
no, it's not. And I honestly think that if there was like a haunt actors WWE, we would all be there.
I know Hellscream did a wrestling thing this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was pretty rad. Like I saw
Oh,
some videos from it and definitely a really cool thing that they did. Some of their haunt actors got in the ring, everything. It was really cool. Oh, there's a question here for you.
okay.
What's your favorite scare for this haunt season?
Oh, let me see. Well, I had a lot of really good ones, so it's gonna be hard to pick just one.
You don't have to.
But uh, the one that immediately came to mind was out at the Amelia Fright Fest. They had this uh like a 48-foot squeeze wall.
Oh, wow.
Okay. There was this girl that was so scared going through that thing. When she came out, uh, me and another person, we were sitting there. It was one of my coworkers at the time. We were right there when they come out to scare them. That girl, that girl that was out there with me, she sat there and scared that lady so bad that she ran back into the squeeze wall and fell on the ground and peed all over herself. It was awesome. Her family, friends, whatever they were, they had to drag her back out. It was great.
I love that. That is cool. That is really cool. Teresa would like to know, will you be coming out to Oklahoma area? Or
Well, if one of the haunts reach out to me, and I mean, if everything goes right and the money's right, because that's a good drive,
Oh yeah.
Um,
We're gonna
but if the
be
money's
flying out
right, then
there.
yeah, I would definitely do it.
Nice. Yeah, we're gonna be flying out there for OKC. And so that'll be
Oh,
fun.
okay.
That's gonna be fun. Uh
Yeah, see, I mean, if I was still in Texas, then it wouldn't be that big of an issue. Oklahoma is right up the street.
yeah, definitely. I mean, it's gonna be a trek for us too, coming from California.
Yeah, I
So
know.
we thought about driving and we were like, no,
Yeah, it's a long drive.
not with these gas prices. Kisa said tables, ladders, and chairs match. Oh my. Freaked me out,
Sounds
but
like a lot of fun to me.
right? I if I was in shape still, I would love to get in the ring.
I know. I know. I would love to do it too. I
I mean,
would. Like, if I had the opportunity, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
yeah, I'd let them throw me around. I would. Well, especially if it's Rhea Ripley, but you know.
Oh, Lord.
Oh no, you pinned me.
Uh, yeah. You can get, yeah. You can pin
Her
me.
pin is awesome. The way she
Yeah,
pins
it is. Like, it is. Give me the riptide any day.
I was telling some people, I'm like, okay, so if you guys make me, I better have her pin. I want her pin. That's
That's right.
that's
Yeah,
what we
that's
gotta
right.
do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Um,
Hey,
yeah, there's so many wonderful things about wrestling. It really is.
Alexa Bliss. Nice.
Oh,
Yep.
don't get me started. I miss her. Just when things were picking up really good with the Bray Wyatt story with her, she just
Yeah.
disappears.
Well, yeah. Oh, so do we know if the rumors are true about McCamey Manor? No clue.
We don't know yet. I actually lost contact with Russ a couple months back. I haven't heard from him.
Well, I mean, when he was out here, it was fucking bad. It was really
Yeah.
bad. And so,
Yeah,
oh,
all the death threats
Mr.
and the stuff that the man got.
Hi, Mr. Giggles.
Mr. Gibbons!
Crazy boy got pinned by Moto at Creepy Hollow Woods in Jay, Florida. Really? Is there video of this? Because I must see it. See, yeah. Haunt acting and wrestling go hand in hand.
It does. That's what I'm saying. You know, we really do take a good bit of inspiration from that. We really do.
We don't talk about that. Oh.
We talk about everything.
Me? Will I be in San Diego this year? No. That's a long ass drive. And I don't like driving in Southern California, and I'm from here.
So you're up in
Moto is
like
not.
so are you like up there in like the LA area type?
Yeah, we're in Bakersfield,
Oh, okay.
but I am from Anaheim.
Oh,
And
nice.
so, I've been to a few different cons, but most of them have been like BotCon. Hey, that was
See,
fun.
I like the DC Comic Cons and the horror Comic Cons. Those were the only ones I ever really went to. I've been to a few anime conventions that were pretty cool though.
I will say BotCon was rad. Absolutely rad. Running into people that had voiced different Transformers. Running into Stan Bush.
Yeah.
That was fun. And then of course they had other comic authors and everything like that there that weren't just Transformers, but it was predominantly Transformers. And then I've been to BlizzCon too.
Yeah, I've only heard about that one. I've never been.
I have friends that work for the company.
Oh, okay.
And so I got to do I've been on the tour there, which was super fun. They have beer like while people are just doing all their work. They have taps. They have areas that they can just go play volleyball. They have areas that they can just go play video games if they need more inspiration. And their video game library is phenomenal. I mean, as you'd guess. It better be.
So let's talk about this real quick. Who do you take for the Royal Rumble this year?
Oh God. That's hard.
I want to hear from everybody else too. Who do y'all take for the
Please.
Royal Rumble this year?
Please answer on that one because I have not actually come up with who I thought was going to win because the storyline.
I think it's either going to be. I'm leaning towards CM Punk. I really am.
I'm thinking that, but
it also could be Cody.
Else. Yeah. I was thinking it would probably be like CM Punk or somebody like that, one of the ones that came back and made a huge splash.
And and exactly, it could be Randy.
Yeah, that's the other one I was thinking too. It's not going to be The Rock. I don't even think he's in it.
No, he's going to go straight to WrestleMania.
Yeah, exactly.
But then again, it could be. Hey, you never know. They could surprise us and throw The Rock in there, as one of the last people.
There were
the Royal Rumble's always a toss-up every year.
Oh yeah. Well, there were rumors.
None of us ever expected Edge to come back. And then he just shows up in the Rumble and dominates.
Right? I didn't even. Yeah, and now he's over at AEW. And so that's what she said. What's what she said? Which one of what? What did I say? Huh, Mr. Giggles? um, yeah, honestly, it's such a toss up with some of the people that they brought back. I don't know. I
It
honestly
is.
don't have an answer.
And I think that's this coming up Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's going to be awesome. I
Yeah,
can't wait.
I was hearing that. I mean, I don't think Omos would win, but I was hearing that they're going to put Omos in again.
I mean, you know,
I hope so.
he's a great. Let me see. How can I put this?
He's a great giant.
He's good for an intimidation factor.
Yes.
He's not. He is not very good for in-ring action, though. He's just. He needs a lot of work.
I heard that he was possibly going to be joining up with one of the cliques that they have. And so they're like Street Profits, possibly.
See, I don't see that happening because of what happened with Lashley.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they were talking about Street Profits, but they were like, well, maybe. Then they were talking about, I can't remember who else they said that he could team up with. But I just like seeing him out there. He's a big ass dude.
That's a big dude. Yeah. That's a big dude. Like you wouldn't want to run into that guy in a dark alley, okay?
Dude, he's a freaking wall.
Yeah.
He is a human wall.
Imagine if he was a haunt actor.
Oh my gosh. So this year, speaking of tall haunt actors, this year while I was working, we had George the Giant come in and work with us. And I saw this shadow come through and I was like, I'm going to scare that big dude. And then he walks in and he's like, I'm here to work. I'm like, fuck.
I still would have done it.
Well, he walked in and just looked right at me and was like, hey, fuck you. But honestly, he's like 6'5", I think, maybe taller, maybe much taller than that actually. And he is a sideshow performer. So he does.
We had our own giant out there at Woods of Terror this year. He did a zombie, like kind of like a twisted version of something from Resident Evil. And this dude, he was like, I think he said he was like 7'2", something like that. And I mean, he was, when he was in character, he would like contour his body to where like he was all bent and hunched and stuff the whole time, and he'd just walk around, and when he'd come up to someone, he'd stand all the way straight up and just tower over people and just reach over and just bring his hand down in front of their face and just oh man, it was amazing to watch him work. It was amazing to work with him because like I would feed off of what he was doing.
Hell yeah.
Like people would be terrified of what he was doing and be all backing up and stuff. And guess who's standing behind you? And then they'd go to run when he's coming at them. And then me and the other people in the midway, a few of us, we would feed off that energy. And we would just be standing behind the crowd waiting for them to turn to run. And then they just run into us and then they're just scrambling like cockroaches. It was awesome.
That is rad.
Yeah. He was great. He was great.
I was using, he's dressed as Beetlejuice, by the way. So, of course, I was like, do the lines. And, but I would stand behind him and then pop out at people. That was fun. That was really fun. I'm only 5'2", so I can stand behind pretty much anybody, but you get an actual giant in there.
Yeah.
Like, that's a blast. I love being able to feed off of each other. I like being able to work with other haunt actors, not just like staying in your scene or anything, which that's fine if that's what you're supposed to be doing. And but I don't have to on my end. And so not this year that just passed, but the year before it, I went in as my Wendigo and I was feeding off of somebody who was dressed like a werewolf.
Oh, nice.
And we were getting people screaming through the whole entire thing. Except for when I caught a baby.
There's a couple of guys out at the Amelia Fright Fest. Mayhem and Carnage the Clowns.
Mm-hmm.
You've heard of them?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dude, those dudes are, I mean, when they're in character and they're out there and they're doing what they do, it is so entertaining to watch. Oh, man. It was so entertaining. And then Carnage, when he would do his fire breathing and stuff, sometimes I'd go out on stage with him and he would blow fire at me. And it was so much fun. Yeah.
All right. Well, we are coming to an end here.
Yeah.
But I know it goes by so freaking fast. But tell everybody where they can find you this year. I mean, you already said it, but we're at the end.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out at Woods of Terror, Greensboro, North Carolina.
Hell yeah.
Follow the buzzards, my little fireflies. And remember, let me in.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. And Malek the Tormentor, thank you for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. And everybody, have a wonderful night. Bye.
I don't know, set the world fire. I don't want of a baby in my heart.